Hello friends, today in this tutorial I will be telling you that how to capture the screen inside your browser in JavaScript. So this is the application. So if I click this button of start capture, it will be asking a window here if you want to capture your entire screen or a application window or a specific Chrome tab. So if I select here entire screen and click on share, so now it will share my entire browser screen. You can see that it's capturing the screen, and this is the option here of stop sharing. So if I click this option, so it will stop it. Also you can click the stop capture button in order to stop this entirely. So again, if I tell you you can even click specific windows. So this is my window here, you can see that of my editor, Visual Studio Code. So if I select this window, so let's suppose this is my command prompt window. So now it will be capturing the command prompt, you can see that. So if I anything type here, so it will be captured. So in this application I will be telling you how to do this using the screen capture API, which is available inside every browser. So you can even capture specific Chrome tabs as well. So if I select this tab, click on share, now you will see that it will capture this specific Chrome tab that is opened inside my browser. So now I will be telling you that how to achieve this using this screen capture API. So just open your Visual Studio Code text editor and right here build out a index.html file, and just give it a title, screen capture application using screen capture API. And after that you need to align this heading inside the center position. So you can just give it a style attribute, text align to center. So after this heading we will have two buttons. So the first button, let me give it a ID of start, and the label will be simply start capture. And the second will be to stop it. So I will give a stop ID, and this will be stop capture. So after this we will be having our video element. Inside this we will be displaying our captured screen. So this will be a video element, and it will be having ID of video, and we will be dynamically be manipulating the source, and we will be attaching autoplay to play the video automatically. So this is all for the HTML. Now if I refresh the application, you will see, if I enter, you will see screen capture application using screen capture API. So now what we will do here is that we will write the JavaScript which is there, and let me just apply some CSS as well. So just give it a style attribute, and we will be targeting the video element by its ID. So we will be providing a border to it of 1 pixel solid, and this color will which will be hash 999. And the second property is the width property. So width will be equal to 98%. Just put a semicolon here. And the third property will be the max width property. So this will be equal to 860 pixel. So if you provide this style to it, if you refresh, you will see now it is aligned properly here. Now we just need to write the JavaScript. So just after this we will have our script tag. So inside this we will first of all get all the references. First will be our video element. So this will be document.get element by ID. We have given this ID video, and also the start and the stop button. And this time the ID is stop. So now we have successfully got the references. Now we will be attaching the event listener to the buttons. So first we will be attaching to the start button. So start add event listener. So when we click this button, this function will execute holding the event object. So here we will be calling this custom method, which will be start capture. So basically it will be start the capture process, and also we will be attaching a similar method to the stop button as well. So this time this will be stop capture. So we will define these methods, custom methods, but first of all we need to apply some options that we will be responsible for our capturing this camera. So these are the options. Let me just declare a variable which will be display media options. So this will be an object, a set of curly brackets. So the first property is the video. So this is again an object, and this has a property of cursor. So this will be equal to always. And the second property inside this object is the audio. So if you want to capture the audio as well, I don't want to capture the audio, so I will provide a boolean value which will be false. So if you also want to get the microphone, you will be providing true here. So after having these options, we will define our custom methods. So the first method is start capture. So this will be a async method, async function start capture. So inside this function, we just need to get the reference to the camera and capture the user screen. So we will do this process inside try catch block. So inside the catch block, we will catch any kind of error if it takes place, and we will console log it, console error. So if any kind of error take place, so that's it. So now inside the try catch, we will write the simplest of code. We will be attaching to the video element the source object. It contains a source object property, and we will be using the await keyword since this is an async function, and we will be using the navigator API which is available inside the browser. It has got the media devices property, and this has this get user media method, and inside this method we will pass the display media options object that we have defined early on. You can see that at the top we have defined this object. Now we are just passing it, and we are manipulating the source property of the video element that we have captured through the ID early on. You can see that this is the video, sorry, this is the video element, not video element dot source object. So this is a property. So now if I refresh the browser, you will see a window coming up asking for which window that you want to capture. So you can see a user camera. If I allow it, and now it will be capturing my screen here. You can see that. And now in order to capture the browser window, it is pretty simple. We need to define our stop capture as well. So stop capture function will be there. So function stop capture. So it will be holding the event object as well. So we need to pass this event object when we call this. So here we need to pass this false property as well. So just make this change. So inside this stop capture, we first of all need to get declare a tracks variable, and inside this we will be using the video element dot source object dot get tracks. Let me just see what we have declared here. Video element, yes, video element. And now for each track we will be using the for each loop here. So for each track we need to track dot stop. We need to execute this, and then again video element dot source object, we need to initialize it to null. That's it. So basically this will stop the capture. Click stop capture, you can see that it has stopped the capture process. So in this way you can just capture any kind of screen here using the screen capture API. So if I click start capture, you will see that it is capturing the window here like this. And if you want to capture the browser window, the process was similar, but why it is not capturing the browser window, let me just see. Cursor is always, audio is false. So if you type here screen capture API, the code that I'm writing here is right here. You can see that using the screen capture API. I written the same code before, it is capturing the, you can see that this window. Now it is not working. Why it is not working? Let me just see. Mm, Just wait guys, I'm just seeing if it is working or not. Let me just write this line once again. So this is the line that we have written here, video element. This needs to be video element. And now you can see that. I think that the problem was this with this line. Now it is capturing, you can see that the screen. If you want to share it, you can see that. Let me just control Z and let me just see the previous line that I was writing. Navigate media devices. So I was writing this navigator.mediadevices.get user media. So what was the line? Let me just see. What was the original line? Navigator.mediadevices. Oh, sorry, get display media. It is not get user media, get display media. So these are two methods. This needs to be get display media. So this was the function. So it capture your display capture. So now if you refresh it, you will be seeing. You can select any kind of application window. Let me select my editor window. Click on share. And now if you go to the application, now it will be sharing your code window here. You can see that. You can see right here. So if you make any kind of changes, it will be capturing all that stuff to you. So in this way, you can capture your window using the screen capture API in JavaScript.